YouTube. I am here with Charlie Brown from Charlie Brown's Excellent Adventure.
Hello, everybody.
We are on our way to the Darby Natural Reserve to go check out the bison today. So I will start recording once we get there again. Until then, bye. Alright, welcome back YouTube. Intro on Charlie's burp.
I'm hoping they didn't get there.
There's the nature reserve. We're gonna get ready and go up to that, and we're gonna try to see and locate where the bison are so we can walk a little bit closer and get some footage for you guys. So I'm gonna pause this and we'll recommence in a second. All right, so here we are, YouTube, walking up. Charlie Brown, Beautiful Perception, aka Brandy. So it's hot as hell out today, but we're still out here because we're crazy. And we like nature. So that's what it is.
I definitely like nature.
Walking up to the nature center. It has been a long time since I've been to this one. I came here several years ago. The last time I was here, they had some babies that were due to be born too, so maybe we'll find some baby bison. Or, well, now they would be more like teenagers, I think.
Charlie Brown, Excellent Adventures. We are here at the Nature Center. I'm recording with the GoPro because my phone, I don't know if the Wi-Fi is going to connect right. Here with Brandy. With the Buffalo Bills, baby.
I know, is that like a life-size version of one, right?
I like them.
I should tell you about the story about my mom. Back when my mom used to drive a truck, she went somewhere out to the Midwest, and she was so mesmerized because she was saying they're right there on the edge of the highway. She literally pulled over and got out, was like running along the side of the highway to try to see the bison.
Oh.
And all the truck drivers were like honking at her and everything, and they got on the CB and they were like, yeah, you might want to get back in the truck and keep going because they will come and attack you. But she was just so mesmerized by him, and she said there wasn't really anything in between the highway and the field that they were in. It was just like a real thin kind of metal lining of a fence. It's so beautiful out here. I think too, down in my description for this video, you guys, if you look down in the description, I will add some information about this place, including how much anchors and everything that it covers. There are, I believe, about 4 miles worth of trails that come up and connect into this area.
Sometimes we're out there, but it might be too hot for them today.
Well, I know they move around to different parts of the field. Let's see here. I'm going to pause this video for a second, and we're going to try to locate the bison. Alright, we're inside of the Nature Center, everybody. I'm actually re-recording this because I started to record again, and it had stopped, and I didn't even realize it. So we are now inside of the Darby Natural Reserve Park. National? I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Oh, it's the heat. But this living stream here, this is everything that they have pulled actually naturally from Darby Creek, and they have brought it in here to, I guess, to help people so that they don't have to go out like I used to when I was in school. We would take field trips and actually go to the creek and sift through the bottom part of the bedding to try to figure out what kind of life forms exist inside of the water. So it's kind of nice that they've done this. Students can come here and they can put their hands in and just touch, but make sure you watch out for the fish with the teeth. I haven't washed my hands at all, so I'm not going to put my hands in here, guys. And I'm sorry if this seems like it's going pretty fast, but as I said, I already recorded this once and it didn't take. So I'm doing it again. Charlie Brown.
Brandy.
And I believe this right here is the fish with the teeth. Is that the snapper guy in there?
What, those?
Yeah, it says up there on the sign about the rules, it says don't put your hand in there because there's a fish with teeth. Well, I mean, you can... Yeah, it said wrist deep. You can put it wrist deep, but it said don't try to pet the fish because they got teeth and they will bite you. Get down here. Oh, wow. I can't really see in there. It makes me see like a reflection or something.
We got a dark shell, salt shell.
We got some taxidermy going on over here. This is definitely a great place to bring your kids if you want them to learn about nature, or even for anybody that is a nature enthusiast, such as I myself am, and I believe Charlie to be. I'm gonna walk over this way though and show you guys an area that I recall from the last time I was actually here. And this is the part that I realized that the recording was not taking. So let's try this again. We've got here 3 different cases that they have highlighting the different culture from this area. And originally this was mostly Native American. So this is a lot of the different relics and everything that they have just found in general that would show the everyday kind of life of the natives in this area. And then over in this one we've got prehistoric, I guess you would call them probably arrowheads and things of that nature, or tools. And I'm going to read what this says here for you guys. It says, for 10,000 years, people have been living in the Big Darby Creek watershed. In the last 350 years, European influences prevailed. Prior to European settlement, the people of the watershed created their tools from what they could find, trade, or form by hand. Tool makers used stone, animal bone, and wood. Mauls, hammers, celts, and scapers have been found throughout the watershed. Several different cultures are responsible for what you see here. So this is kind of a mixed match between the European influence and the Native American. And now down to the weaponry. And I'm gonna go ahead and read this for you guys. In the prehistoric times, people of the Big Darby Creek watershed made weapons to hunt game and protect themselves. Spears with handcrafted points made from flint or bone brought down deer, elk, bear, and even mastodon. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. As time progressed and the large animals of the glacial period disappeared, spear points were reduced in size as animals could be brought down with smaller weaponry. At some point, the atlati was invented. I don't know, once again, if I'm saying that right. The spear throwing device enabled the hunters to hurl the spear faster and farther, giving it more killing power. Eventually, the bow and arrow became the weapon of choice. Small, triangular, oftentimes flint arrowheads were used at the ends of the shafts to make the arrows, which that is actually what you see here inside this casing. These are the various type of arrowheads that would have been found in this area. So you get a little bit of history here, you get nature, just an all-around great experience. So parents, bring your kids, nature enthusiasts, come visit. There is about, I believe, 4 miles of walking trails that extend off of this place, so there is a lot to do, and especially in the summer months. And you know, we still have a bit of those left because Ohio weather, we've always got that Indian summer. Are you over here harassing the turtles?
I sure am. Trying to get all 4 of them together and
Oh, that's so beautiful. I was on the other side. All I was getting was a reflection, but I can actually see from this side.
This is a good side here.
Yeah.
Good, buddy.
This area back here, I think, is mostly for children, but as I said, once again, this is something that anybody can enjoy if you are a nature enthusiast of any kind. So come learn some history and check out the different type of animals and cultures that were from around this area. We've got all these different pictures kind of depicting the type of culture that you would have found in this area. And if you look around the room, there's just different little diagrams and stuff that people can look at and learn from. It's a raccoon with a fish, so they can even learn about the different bone types and wood and how it petrifies. They've got the different kind of pelts that you can touch. This one right here is a black bear, so go ahead and touch it. It's kind of like petting a Siberian husky or something. It's actually very thick and soft, but coarse at the same time, if that makes sense. Let's see. I think that guy lost his name tag. So we'll move that back over. All right, so we have here, this is the northern raccoon. All right, guys, sorry about that. The video cut off on me again. There's obviously all these different kind of pelts that people can come and look at. We've got the eastern striped skunk, the Virginia opossum. We've got the American badger. And I believe that this right here is another badger, but he is obviously fresh. I almost expect him to wink at me. So then we've got the coyote, the gray fox, red fox, bobcat, here's beaver, river otter, muskrat, groundhog. We've got the snowshoe hare. And then over here we've got little bits and pieces where people can kind of just see a little bit more the deer skeleton, but it is not fully assembled, as well as the pelt for the deer. And we've got the gray wolf over here. This looks like an adult, and they've got some clay casts on the print so you can kind of see the size difference. We've got the gray fox's print here, comparison to a coyote. But then over here is the gray wolf. So apparently that is an adult. I believe it's an adult. I think it's an adult. It's definitely way bigger. So I'm assuming the first set of the cast is what would be probably the babies. And then the second set of the cast would be what would be the adults. Now over here, this is not inside of that same room, but I do believe that this right here is buffalo or bison. So definitely very big, needs a table all to itself. And then before I end this video, I'm just going to quickly show you guys, there's this back room here where people can get lots of information just depending on where they would like to go or what they would like to learn about this area. People's kids can just play and learn. That's always a good thing. But sorry about the random pieces, guys. My phone is acting up and it's my first time playing around with it really to record like this, so just bear with me. Once the video comes out, hopefully it'll be nice and smooth. You want to go look for them bison?
Yeah.
I'm assuming the bison are over where there's going to be a shadowed area. Outside of the reserve, they actually have an area that you can go and look out the... What are those called? They're not... Are they just called binoculars still?
Those things?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so they just have like the metal binoculars that you can go up to the edge and look and try to see if you can locate what area they're in. There's open range that they can run, and it's fenced in and nobody's allowed in there, so there's a few areas they can go, and all the walking trails just kind of go around it, so it's really nice. Lots of nature and learning. I keep telling everybody, bring your kids. Bring your kids, bring your wife. No, I'm kidding.
I bring my kids all the time.
Hey, you tell me you brought her here. I haven't had a chance to actually bring Trinity here. Parker came when I came before, so he's gotten to see this. But my daughter, she's not. Yes. All right, guys, we're going to get ready and walk outside and try to see if we can locate where the bison are so we can maybe get a little closer and give you guys some footage of the bison. Until then, bye, everybody. Charlie Brown. Beautiful perception. We have found the bison. Trying to be quiet, though, so we don't scare them away.
Trying to walk through this gravel, but we're being as loud as two skeletons fucking in a 10 coffin.
We could walk in the grass like.
Yeah, 'cause this is gonna take us right around where they're at.
Oh yeah, it is. Now I think it's important too that everybody understand that these bison here, even though this is a reserve, it does not mean that they interfere with these bison. They actually live and maintain themselves naturally, and they do not interfere. The only time they interfere is if they absolutely must. Like I was saying last time I was here, there was some babies being born out there and they were monitoring it, but they was not interfering. They don't interfere with the nature. Only if it becomes a life or death situation will they interfere. So these bison are not in any way, shape, or form domesticated. They are wild.
They're wild.
Don't pet the bison.
Wild stallions.
Wild stallion. You know they're loving that tall grass out there, though.
Yeah, they are.
They're like, it's buffet time.
They came out, they said this last week, that 95, 103 shit.
Oh, yeah.
They said we couldn't even move. They said we out here, though.
I'm sure you can see, too, the double-lined fence here.
Am I allowed in here?
Just up to the fence, I believe.
Like electric fencing.
No. Charlie over there performing some dangerous stunts here. Are they laying down?
Yeah, they're over there just kicking.
Oh, okay. All right, so we found the bison, guys. That was our goal for today.
That's all 6 of them, too.
Yeah, they're all grouped together, aren't they?
Yeah.
I hope I'm getting this properly. I'm holding my camera up and I can't see on my screen, so I think I'm getting it. It's so bright out here that you are literally the only thing I can see on my screen right now. I see a blip of green. Yeah, because it's so bright, it's hard for me to see the glare from the screen.
Oh, my God. Let's go Bills, baby.
Buffalo. And you know Charlie, too.
Water hole over there.
Yeah, they probably do. They try to put them in as much of a natural setting as possible. This whole entire fenced-in area would be basically a replica of exactly the kind of place that they would live in naturally and migrate within. So they're not actually restricted within being fenced in this way because they have free range to move around the whole area. It's just they basically fenced in the whole area that they would travel within.
Look, you can see them better right here.
Mm-hmm.
I've been seeing helicopters all day.
Get a little bit of a close-up and I'm going to add this clip in. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this video for now. Thank you for joining me at the Darby-Dale National, I keep saying National, Natural Reserve. Alright, until next time. Goodbye again.